Hey everybody, John Van Dyke here for New Jersey Exposed. Today is Saturday, May 30th, 2020. Time is about 3:05 New Jersey time. That's correct, New Jersey time. So we got another bullshit story for you here. This time it has to do with Jackass Murphy. He's gonna spend some more money to figure out what mistakes he made with nursing homes. This story is in NJ.com. I stumbled across that. I don't know if you can see that or not with the glare. We will put a link in the description so you can go read the full story. So, as many of you know, the con virus erupted in the nursing homes, and the government, our state governor, was slow to respond. The nursing homes cried, "We need personal protection equipment. We need the National Guard. We need help. We're overwhelmed here," and it fell on deaf ears. Murphy was too busy appeasing the police unions and getting them all their personal protection equipment, while the nursing homes had to fend for themselves. And there was a story the other day in the Asbury Park Press on the front page, and it said 58% of the con virus deaths in Ocean County came out of long-term care facilities, aka nursing homes. Once again, more evidence as to who the virus affected, which I've been saying and many others have been saying. It affects the elderly and those who have underlying health problems. So the story here we got in NJ.com, it says a behind-the-scenes battle between top Murphy aides over a $500,000 contract as nursing home deaths mount. And it reads as follows here. Nursing Health Commissioner Judith Perchilli and I'm trying to read this thing here, and senior officials in Governor Phil Murphy's administration clashed behind the scenes over the cost of a $500,000 contract for a consultant the state hired to help navigate the deadly con virus crisis inside the state's nursing home, New Jersey Advanced Media has learned. Murphy announced May 6th that Perchilli had retained Manit Health, a national health advisory consulting group, to assess the state's response to the con virus in long-term care facilities where 1 in 13 residents have died in the pandemic. And Perchilli, I don't know how it's pronounced, seemed in full accord with the governor. They're going to hit the ground running, she said of the high-profile consultant. But inside the administration, a different story was playing out. In private conversations recorded without her knowledge and shared by a source with NJ Advanced Media, Perchilli complained about the cost of the 3-week contract with Manit and the company's lack of experience with running nursing homes. In the recording, she tells several unnamed colleagues that she initially had refused to sign it, even as she came under pressure from the governor's top advisors. I am not signing a contract that I think is excessive. I am not signing it as commissioner, and I'm not signing it as a taxpayer in New Jersey, she said. Okay, well, kudos for her. She's somebody we need in government. She's cost-minded. You know, this is Murphy's way of doing things. Well, let's go get one of my friends or a friend of a friend. You know, they got some kind of reputation. We're going to throw them $500 for 3 weeks to assess. Let's do the math on that. Let's see, 3 weeks divided into 500,000. What's that come out to? Let's see. 3 goes into 5-1, and then it goes into 29. So what's that? $190,000 a week. Divide. You see, folks, I could save the taxpayers a lot of money. We don't need a fancy consultant. I'm going to solve the problem for you. You hire me, old John Van Dyke here. You hire me, you give me, I'll tell you what, $200 a day. You get me a driver in a car. That driver's going to drive me around, and you're going to pay for lunch. So here we go. $200 a day plus lunch, a driver, and a car. And I'm going to go around, you're going to give me the list of the top 10 most hit nursing homes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around to each one of those nursing homes, and I'm going to sit down with the people. I'm going to say, hey, what was the problem you had here? What do you think would solve the problem? And they're going to tell me. And what's going to happen after a few nursing homes, I'm going to start hearing the same recurring theme. Maybe we could do more than 10 nursing homes. Let's do it for 3 weeks like the consultant's going to do. So every day, at least I hit at least one nursing home a day, maybe two, maybe more. And we're going to ask them same questions. Maybe I'll make up 10 questions or something. We'll ask them the same 10 questions. I'll have my assistant bring a camera with us, and they'll video record it. And we'll start hearing the same recurring theme of what the problem is. And at the end of that 3 weeks, which will cost what, well, 3 times 2 is $600. So it's $600 plus my lunch, and maybe we could stop and get something nice, $20. So it's going to cost 220. Five. So it's going to cost about $320 a week just for me. So times 3, so that's what? That's 900 plus 100 plus a 50, so that's 1,050. So it'll cost the taxpayers 1,050 just for me. You're going to hire a driver, whatever the driver's going to get. So let's just say that whole thing's going to cost under $3,000. And at the end of that, I'll make up a report. I'll sit down with my assistant and say, well, what do you think? And then they'll tell me what they think, and we'll make up a report. Problem solved, because the nursing home knows what the problem is. They don't need a consultant. We need a governor who's responsive to their problems. In the beginning, these nursing homes, particularly like over in New York, they got sent con virus patients, not knowing that this thing was highly contagious for elderly people. So it ransacked the nursing homes. So now they figure out what's going on. The nursing homes are overwhelmed. They don't have enough help. They need to keep these elderly people clean, because they can't, most of them just can't do it themselves. I have been to nursing homes, and depending on how much money you have will depend on how well kept you are. I've been to the lower ends where the fingernails are long, the toenails are long, they're sitting in a smelly diaper. You walk in a room, you smell stale urine, so you know they've been in that diaper a while. They don't get cleaned every day. So cleanliness is an issue on the lower end nursing homes. Not to say the higher ends are any better, but you pay more money, you're going to pay $10,000 a month, you're going to get a higher level quality of care than you are for one that's $5,000 a month. And I've been to plenty of nursing homes to pick up dead people, and I see the condition they're in. So the biggest problem that nursing homes have was managing these people, keeping them clean, keeping them isolated. The nursing homes were begging for personal protection equipment. That means gloves, masks, face shields, alcohol. And then you need equipment to cover the bed to keep the things from the germs going out. I mean, that's really the key to keeping these people healthy. And then the second thing is, you got to monitor the people working there. They come in every day. They got to wear a mask. They got to get tested for temperature. Anybody coming into the nursing home, it's the same thing. They're going to have to go through the same thing. You're going to have to put a mask on. You're going to have to sanitize your hands. Maybe put the coverings over your shoes so you don't track in germs from outside into it. And then with the elderly people, instead of a 6-foot rule, maybe we're going to keep it an 8-foot rule, a 9-foot rule. That's the fix to the nursing home problem. The nursing home was understaffed. They weren't geared up for that kind of situation. But yet Murphy wants to bring in $500,000, wants to give somebody our $500,000 worth of tax money for some consultant to come in there and do the same damn thing that I would do for $200 a week. I was actually incorrect, $200 a day. So 200 times 10 is 1,000, times 3 is 3,000, plus $100 a week for lunch. So what's that work out to? That's $3,300. So under $5,000, I could have got the whole thing done. Maybe a little bit more. Let's call it safe. Under $6,000, I could get that resolved. And I'd probably do just as good a job as the clown from the consulting company coming in. who's just going to do the same thing I'm going to do. Go in there and ask questions, because like I said earlier, the people that know are the people that work there. They know what they need. They know what they didn't get. And now what they're really going to need now is a good lawyer, because they're all going to get sued, and their insurance isn't going to cover them for every damn lawsuit that they get. And you're going to find some of these nursing homes are going to go out of business. They're going to file bankruptcy. So, all right, so I'll put that story in the description. You can go read it for yourself. Murphy wants to spend $500,000 of your money to figure out what he did wrong. You know what he did wrong? He became governor. That's what he did wrong. This is Sean Van Dyke for New Jersey Exposed. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. Till next time, people.